Smelly, that's for sure. It's like they literally tried to destroy this thing. I don't know. No handle, just a deadbolt. Holy crap. What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. So in today's video, we're out at another flip property. It's this beautiful, beautiful little home behind me here. This is another one that we bought sight unseen. So in today's video, we're gonna be walking through the property. I've never been inside, so you're gonna get to come alongside me, check out the property, assess the damages. We're gonna get into numbers on this deal as well. We're gonna talk about what we bought it for. We're gonna get into repairs, obviously. And then also we're gonna talk about what we think we can sell this thing for on the back end and ultimately determine whether this thing was a great deal, whether it's an okay deal, or whether this thing is just a steamy pile of crap. So let's go check it out. Okay, so while we're outside, before we do head in, we might as well just discuss exterior repairs, at least for what I'm seeing on the exterior so far. So siding, looks like a T111 siding that we're dealing with. This front shot here is definitely pretty rough. It's pretty scuffed up. I'm hoping that a coat of paint will fix that, but we'll see once we walk all four sides whether or not there are siding issues. But usually T111, it's a decent siding. Garage door, it's in pretty poor shape, so we're definitely gonna need a new garage door. Roof, the roof actually might be salvageable, which would be a huge win because obviously roofs are an expensive item, and anytime we can not put on a roof and save the roof and save that money, we're gonna do exactly that. So we'll see about the roof. And I am noticing that potentially, I mean, this is only two of the windows here, but like this window over here is vinyl, and then this window right here is aluminum. So I don't know, we'll see how many aluminum windows we have, how many vinyl windows we have, but it'd be wonderful to be able to save some money on windows too. Another thing I just noticed is this driveway has been freshly poured, I would say within the last 5 years, but it's been abused pretty badly. There's oil stains all over it. Up here in the corner here, it looks like somebody decided to use it to, I don't know, spray paint something right there. So that's a little unfortunate because this is like a fairly new looking pad, but it's just not been taken care of well. So we're not gonna re-pour this by any means, but if we can get some of that paint out of there, some of those oil spills, that would go a long way in just the overall presentation. All right, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's get inside this sucker. Hello? She's a little stinky. So one of the benefits to this place is, given that I bought this place sight unseen and there being small square footage, the risk factor is relatively low that there's gonna be some crazy budget overrun, so long as there's no wild issues with the property, like a foundation issue. This place is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house. Again, relatively small, 1,050 square feet, so there's not a whole lot that can go wrong with these. It's just whether or not that is the interior completely wrecked. So far, it's looking like a yes. I don't know what these guys were doing in here, but look at this. This is like a grind rail for a skateboard or something, and they're skating around in the house. I don't know, but this is just a solid piece of steel with like legs on it in the house. So I don't really know what the heck they had going on. As far as the kitchen goes, like the camera might make it look like it's an okay condition, but this thing is completely toast. Look at some of these drawers here. Obviously this one here, completely busted off and chipped. This one's missing. More chipping going on here. This one's broke off too. We have a hole down here. I don't think I've ever seen cabinets in this bad of shape, to be honest with you. Literally every one has a giant chunk out of it. It's kind of crazy. It's like they literally tried to destroy this thing. I don't know, but whew, there's some old garbage in here. Yuck. Kitchen's gonna need a full go, no question. The whole thing's gotta go. It's gotta be torn out. Look at this, they were breaking stuff in here. I don't know if you can see this table. Look at this. Completely cracked down the center, down the center of this thing. Oh my gosh. I mean, there's actually, the flooring in here isn't terrible. Like at one point they put new flooring in here, new LVP. Not terrible, but I mean, if we're full go in this place, we're not gonna just save this old flooring. Plus, you got old ugly flooring over here that you'd have to match up. So it's gonna need new flooring throughout, I'd say regardless. Okay, so this is, I'm assuming that door goes to the garage. I don't know what that door's to, but let's find out real quick. Let's see if this is the garage door here first. Doggy door, of course. No handle, just a deadbolt. It's kind of weird. Jesus. Hello. Wow, it's full of tires. Holy crap. And it's about 100 degrees in here. So this is interesting. So we got a garage. We've got full of tires. So that'll be fun to get rid of. That'll increase the trash out bill. Oh no. We've got a panel that looks like it's been tampered with. I don't know, there's some loose wiring in there. So this is the front of the house here. So you got this old crappy garage door here that I already said we need to replace. Then out towards the backyard, there's another garage door. So it's like a pass-through garage. I don't know, weird. Looks like we have laundry in the garage here too. So this is where the laundry room is. Okay, dang. That's hot in there. All right, let's check out where this other door is. So, I mean, it's so weird. There's different floor type right here too, as if this is almost like a landing area or something for an entryway, but it can't be that. Or maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, okay. Wonderful. Just goes outside to a massive pile of trash. Okay. That's great. Well, so that's fun. Let's check out the rest of the interior before we head outside, but we'll definitely do that. I do want to check out the backyard and see what that's all about. So again, 3-bed, 1 bath. Let's see if they're all here. I'm hoping so. So we got bedroom 1 right here. Looks like we're dealing with baseboard heat. I'm assuming that's throughout. We'll verify that though. Man. It had some interesting artwork going on there. I don't know what to make of that. And chains coming from the ceiling. I don't know, folks. There may have been some weird things happening. And check this out. Literally tape running on all the cracks on the door. What the heck were these people doing in here? Okay. Then we got the 1 and supposedly only bathroom per county record. This bath insert is actually the nicest thing in the house so far. Again, I don't think there's anything worth salvaging here, given that the rest of the property, every basically surface needs to be touched. But I'm just saying, these people, although messy, kept a clean shower. So there's something to be said about that. Then the last 2 bedrooms here, we got bedroom number 2. Again, baseboard heat. Nothing too much to see here. Oh, whoa, what the hell? I don't know if you can see it through the window, but in the backyard, there's some other structures here that I'm excited to go see. We'll go check those out here in a moment. 3rd bedroom here, small little bedroom, baseboard heat, and the hell? What the heck? What does this say here? Dan, you deserve only the best. Wow, sounds like a little filly may have broken his heart. Well, Dan, if you're watching, they say it's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. So keep your head up, my friend. Okay, so far on the interior, I'm basically seeing a full go. We need all new flooring. Obviously, we need paint. We already discussed that the kitchen is gonna be completely ripped out. There's no salvaging any of those cabinets, so it's gotta have a full kitchen. Doors and trim, I mean, as you can see, every door has holes in it or damaged in one way, shape, or forms. We've got mismatched trim throughout the entire place. So we're gonna need to do all new doors and trim. I mean, plugs, switches, light hardware. Oh, one last thing actually I wanted to check on, I forgot to check on, was the windows. So we do have a few vinyl windows. The one that I thought was good from the front when I was looking at it, I couldn't tell, but it's actually completely busted on the interior. You can see that hole in the window right there. That vinyl window that I thought was in good shape is busted. This window here in the kitchen is aluminum, so we're gonna want to replace that anyway. This other window here is also vinyl, but I don't know. Let's just look real quick and see what these other windows are like. While we're in here, we might as well do that. There's not a ton of windows in this house, obviously, because it's so small, but so bathroom, aluminum window. Bedroom number 1 with weird artwork in the closet. That's also an aluminum window. And then the back 2 windows are aluminum as well. So, I mean, honestly, we need to do all new windows. We're not gonna waste time saving the one that might be in okay condition. There's only what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 windows in this house. So it'll be a fairly inexpensive window budget. Wow, I think it smells worse out here than it does on the inside because of this lovely mound of trash that they left for me in the backyard. Okay, so this is the garage door that is obviously heading into the backyard. So I'm just trying to figure out what they were doing with the space. Just all a gravel pad here. Looks like we got some old car parts laying over here. Transmission, maybe some sort of a gas tank. I don't really know, but whoa, that's pretty sweet. Check this out. This is probably one of the coolest tree forks I've ever ran across. What? That thing is sick. Okay, we're gonna go give that a whirl in a minute. I might even go down that slide, but this was that structure that I originally saw. Kinda cool, you know, for just some little like outdoor man cave if you were to pour some concrete in here, or trying to figure out what the heck to do with this. I'd rather be able to salvage it in a way just because it'd be expensive to tear it down anyway. So if we can figure out something to do with this to clean it up a little nicer. There's 1,000 flies in here, so I'm getting out of here. I'm not sure why, but if we can figure out something to do with this, that could be a win. So I don't know if you can tell, but this backyard is very sloped. So they did terrace it out a little bit, which is kind of cool. And you got this little flat area here of gravel, and they were able to fit in this little, I don't know what you want to call this, little shed thing. But let's go ahead and just take this path up to this tree fort up here and give it a look. So they actually had a pretty cool little yard setup back here. Again, we have the tree fort here. I'm gonna walk up there. I'm gonna risk my life and walk up there. I'm gonna do it. I think they had dogs out here. They got a fire hydrant, little pee station there. I think that's kind of funny. And then potentially maybe this was like a chicken coop or something up here. I don't really know, but there's cool paths going through here, which makes this very steep lot a little bit more usable, which is really cool. Earthquake test. Yeah, I think it's safe. Wow, someone put some work into this thing. That'd be a bummer to fall through. There'd be some things going through my mind on the way down, like why the hell did you decide to climb into a tree fort? Look at this. We got a slide. I'll tell you what I'm not doing. I'm not going down it. It does seem to be sturdy. It just looks a little snug in there for me. Get stuck halfway down. No thanks. Jesus Christ. Well, so all in all, that tree fort's pretty cool. I've come across tree forts throughout the years of buying and selling houses, and many times, most of the time, pretty much every other time, it's been something that you just tear down. Just because they're not, you know, usually they're more of a liability. You'd have to spend money to reinforce it, so it's not just some fallen down nasty structure. This one's actually, I think, worth keeping. the majority of it's made of steel. So all these posts and handrails are steel. That main pillar underneath here, that's all steel. So, I mean, it's pretty stout. That's kind of a cool feature that, that I'm hoping we can keep. Okay, so what are the numbers on this deal? So, like I mentioned previously, the interior basically needs a full go. I'm hoping that we can save this roof and siding. The siding looks to be in decent shape. There might be a little bit of spot repair here and there, but all in all, decent shape. Windows, like I mentioned, those are definitely gonna have to go. And as you can see, with this giant pile of trash here and all the tires in the garage, we got a little bit more of a trash out bill than maybe anticipated. And as far as landscape goes, I still gotta come up with that, fine tune exactly what's gonna be done. But given that this is like a terraced out lot, there's not a ton that can be done here. So the landscape budget, I don't think is gonna be too crazy. So we bought this place for $250,000. And after walking this property, again, this thing's only a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house, 1,050 square feet. I'm hoping we can get it done for around $70,000. Now, normally if it didn't have that shed and the trash out and everything like that, I would say, hey, I'd be hoping to get out of this thing for like $65,000. But I think with the added trash and then also throwing a couple $1,000s at the shed itself, trying to figure out what we're gonna do there, I'm bumping it to $70,000, just basically padding that $65,000 bid with another $5,000 for those couple of items. So if we can stick to a $70,000 number, we should do pretty good here. That would put us all in at $320,000, and we think we can sell this place for $400,000 on the market. So would put us at a gross profit margin of $80,000 on this deal. So is this deal a great deal, good deal, or a pile of crap? I would say this is a pretty good deal. I mean, shoot, it might even be teetering towards great. I mean, anytime you can gross $80,000 on something that is this small and you can be in and out of it quickly, even though this is a full go, the small square footage, 1 bathroom, we're gonna be able to blow and go this thing pretty quickly and hopefully be in and out of here within 90 days, at least on the construction side, and then maybe another 30 days to sell it. So I love this deal. I think it's gonna be a good one. Not to mention, I'm pretty excited about this tree fort. I think some buyer's gonna come along and think that's pretty cool. So I know I do. Somebody with kids will definitely think that's a cool feature in the backyard. So guys, we're gonna be getting construction crews going here pretty quickly on this thing. And I love that you were able to join me today to see the before product. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because this is gonna be a big transformation. You're gonna see it A to Z, and I think you're gonna like how it turns out. So if you like this video, give me a like, hit me with a comment, and hit that subscribe button so you can follow along. All right, see ya.